Now I've got the Charleston team here. Let's talk with Ryan, the Hungry Wolf, first. He played Viper and Balrog today. You went 2 out of 3, which is good. You didn't have to finish out your matches because it tallied up for Charleston winning, so we didn't have to play it out. How did you feel about? Well, let's talk about your first matchup. You used Viper against a Balrog. You're usually you've been a Balrog player in the past, but switched to Viper. So how did you feel about how Xavier did with against your Viper?
It was pretty solid. I didn't expect all the jumping around. I expected more of a turtle type style Balrog, so I went with the Viper, lock him down. He seemed to have a little bit of experience with Viper, so it helped him in the long run. Had to get that first match jitters out, as did the rest of the team. So
yeah, he came out real strong. He went 4-1 in the beginning, so it was a little shaky there for you guys at the start.
Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of problems with Balrog just because it's priority, and he's so safe and so priority. I mean, it's like high risk, it's like low risk, high reward. So I mean, a lot of our people have a hard time punishing that kind of stuff.
It definitely paid out for you when you switched. So how did you feel? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it really looked like your Balrog is head and shoulders above like anything that they'd seen. So I mean, how did you feel like you were gonna attack it? Were you gonna mix it up? Did you know that they weren't ready for you?
Yeah, a lot of them weren't anti-air and they didn't know how to keep people off, so I was just like smothering people like it's GSP on BJ Penn again. And it was like that. I was just smothering people, mixing them up. They couldn't guess right every time, nor did they know how to get out of that situation.
I should cut off the interview. I'm a BJ Penn fan. I should cut it off right now. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Okay. What about like how you think the rest of your team did? Looks like Luis went 3 out of 5, so he did good. Paul went 1 for 4, which is a little bit surprising. Justin went 4-1, and Josh won all 3 of his matches. So how do you feel about the rest of your team?
All right, Josh played as expected. He's a smart player. He plays smart. He knows how to adapt. He also had the element of surprise with him. I don't think they played an Abel of his caliber, so that played out a lot for him. And then we had Paul, who was expected to do a little bit better, but he did decent. I mean, he missed a couple things that he should have had that he would normally have, but I guess he hasn't been playing too much lately. And Luis did as expected. He's been known to get a little jittery during tournaments, but he pulled through. We had him doing Gauntlet, and whenever he got to sit down and play all through them, yeah, I think he won all of them.
When he did his Gauntlet, yeah, I think he did. Well, he did good, because, I mean, the top 2 players, as far as how the records went, was Dr. Hat and Xavier. He lost those matchups, but he cleared everyone else out. So, yeah, his Ryu did as expected. I mean, if we ever decide to do this again, they had like a 5-on-5 to do it. Do you think that we keep the same team or maybe change the order? What do you think you'd do for the next time?
Probably the core. At least 3 of those people would most likely appear in the next team, unless of course someone moved or someone's just not playing flat out. But at least 3 of them. I mean, the last 2 spots, Luis I only see getting better, but Paul, if he furthers himself better, then yeah, he'll still be on the team. We got Chris T moving up. Haven't played against him much lately, but it's looking promising. He's a good player, so he's smart. That always comes into play in a slower-paced game such as Street Fighter 4.
Nice. All right, I'm here with Justin now. He went 4-1. Did you use Blanka the whole time?
I used Ryu for my first match with Xavier, my only losing match. Yeah, I was, I don't know, I'm still not too comfortable with the Balrog matchup, so I didn't want to play into the bad matchup with Blanka.
And I think he had just beat Paul's Blanka right then, so did that like make you, it looked like you were thinking about changing, did that make you think a bit like, hey, he did pretty good against that Blanka matchup, maybe I better not use him?
Yeah, I was thinking either, well, do I want to go ahead and use a Blanka, or do I want to go with Sagat or Ryu? And I was feeling pretty good about Ryu until I started playing. I was like, maybe I should have took the chance with Blanka.
Well, yeah, you did real good with your Blanka. You went 4-0, so how did you feel about your Blanka matchups after you switched back to your main guy?
I felt a lot better about, I just felt a lot more comfortable playing with Blanka because that's who I play about 90% of the time. So
cool. As far as like, we'll talk about Xavier here. He seemed like to be like the highlight of the show. Everybody was surprised about how well he did. Do you think like if you had stuck with Blanka, or at least chosen Blanka to begin with, how would you have done?
I don't know. I would like to play him with my Blanka and see, but...
oh, you hear that? Money match.
I don't know. I don't think I could do a Balrog Blanka money match unless I wanted to give somebody money.
Too bad a matchup, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm with Luiz now, the Stranger. He went 3 out of 5, did really good, came out with a winning record. All right, I'm gonna start off with Dr. Hat. That Vega, you said, man, Vega sucks. What happened?
Vega, I wasn't taking too seriously, to be honest. It's true though. I was doing too many sweeps and it was punishing, but I beat him like we had a tournament singles. I beat him for the finals. He's not bad. It's just should have been more patient. Should have taken more seriously.
Okay. What about Xavier? You used Balrog. Pretty solid Balrog. He was your only other loss. How did you feel about that matchup?
Yeah, he was good. The first match I was kind of nervous, so I wasn't. I don't know. I was kind of nervous. I didn't pay too much attention.
Okay. Well, what about your other matchups? You played against a Dictator, a Rufus, and a Akuma, and you won all those matchups. Were you just ready for it, or were they not ready for you? How do you think?
Yeah, Vega was decent. I mean, I don't know. His ground game was kind of weak, but it was not that bad though. Akuma was. I was kind of messing around when I did the Ultra for the first round. I messed around for a little bit, but yeah, it was not too bad.
Okay, what about the Rufus? Now, Josh also plays Rufus, so you see a pretty decent amount of Rufus here in Charleston. So, how do you think the Rufus did?
I don't play against Josh too much. I don't know why. I don't know, but Chris has pretty good Rufus, so I got a little bit of practice. Not before the match, but like a couple weeks ago, I got to play with Chris, and I played against him before in the same tournament that the Vega player was playing. I played against him, but he I don't know. He's spamming Jesus too much.
Okay. Cool.
He was too scared to jump, but I don't know. He should have been jumping more.
He was scared of the Fierce Dragon. That's why.
Fierce Dragon.
Ryan, you still straight on this matchup?
What? These old things, about to throw them away with the gold rings that make them don't fit like OJ. Usually I take them off with oil or Olay. MCs is crabs in the barrel past the Old Bay. Hot as hell and it's a cold day in it. Working on a way that we can roll away tinted. Some say the price of holding on is only too high. You either play in a coffin or you be the new guy. The one that's too fly, they ain't too high. Never too busy when it comes down to you and I. A lot of niggas wish to die. Ain't the holy horses, bigger fish to fry. You're on the list. If not, pick a number spot. 10.5 Tims is made to kick your bumper clock. Could've had a V8, F-150 car cab, but I've been straight. Money comes and goes like that 2-bit hussy that night that try to rush me. Right past the Dutchman, so I can calm down so they don't get it twisted. Take it from the fireside and won't get blistered. Got it. What happened? Oh, it's not lit. These metal fingers be holding. Watch shit.
Yeah.